Hey everyone, my name is Brittany, and I want to talk a little bit about me and my decision on doing the gastric sleeve. Just kind of walk you through my experience with it all. Um, it kind of inspired me by watching YouTube videos, just to kind of get an idea for myself and learn, from other people who have gone through the experience and had other experiences, as well as I can relate to them as doing the same journey. So I'm kind of doing this documentation for myself as well, so I can look back and see kind of from day one where I started and where I came from, and if it helps someone along the way or those kinds of things, then um, that's great. So today I am 2 weeks pre-op, so I will be having my gastric sleeve on December 31st. I'm nervous, I'm excited, and I'm kind of speechless too. So I can't wait for the future, and every day has been something new, and so I'm going to talk a little bit about my pre-op diet and starting today, and kind of how I felt, where I am, those kinds of things. Um, so my starting weight is the heaviest I've ever been is 335 pounds. Not happy about that. It's kind of embarrassing to say on a YouTube channel, but I'm ready. I'm in a place where I don't think anybody else could talk me into doing anything else. I feel like my hands are tied, and I just feel like this is something I need to do for myself, my health, my happiness. I'm ready to bring on a tool that can help me succeed in my weight loss journey. Through my life, it's always been, you know, I get it in my head and I'm working out, I'm eating right, I have the right mindset. And then one day I have a cheat day. And then one cheat day becomes next week a couple cheat days, or slowly start to get back into the groove of eating the way, you know, that's probably not the best for me. And so I'll lose quite a bit, or I will lose quite a bit of weight, but every time I do a diet or, get really crazy into working out, I gain, I lose it and then I gain it all back and then some. And so I just feel like I need a little help, and I really feel like the gastric sleeve is what's for me. So my pre-op diet's a little bit different than some people's I've watched on their blogs, but I mean, it's sort of like a liquid diet, but I'm allowed to eat. I can have 4 ounces of lean protein, 3 servings of unstarchy vegetables, and then 2 servings of fats. And I can have 1 meal of those a day. So kind of grab my notes here. So I did my pre-op pictures today, so I'm kind of excited about those. I don't know if I'll show those. We'll see. I have a list here. I'll see if I can kind of show you guys how to focus. These lists here are what my doctor said I can eat. There's another list over here. Mainly, this just consists of I can pick 1 meal or one thing from each list per meal. I can have a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner, and then 2 snacks somewhere in between there. So here's a sample. I don't know if that's backward or if you can see it. But for instance, an example is breakfast, 2 hard-boiled eggs. Snack would be pure protein shake. Lunch would be a Nature Valley protein bar. Another snack would be 1 small apple in a tablespoon of peanut butter. And then for dinner, 4 ounces of haddock or fish or chicken. 1.5 cups of cooked vegetables, green beans, broccoli, cauliflower, 2 tablespoons of white margarine. So I'm not completely limited. Um, so I don't know. It kind of confused me at first. Some people's diets are, just strictly the liquid. So they talked about on there how if they were felt hungry, they could have the 4 ounces of lean protein. My nutritionist told me to at least do one of those meals a day. So I don't know. So today, pre-op day or pre-op diet day one, I pretty much packed up on the Premier protein shakes that come pre-made. I also got some of the muscle milk ones as well. I noticed those are 5 grams lower in protein, a little higher in the sugars and the sodium, not sodium, the carbs, but not by much. I mean, they're still good. But the Premier protein is something that I think is better for me, and I feel like it tastes better too. The muscle milk is good. I just feel like Premier protein tastes better, more for my taste buds. So this morning I had a chocolate Premier protein. I then, a few hours later, well, today I had to do a gallbladder ultrasound. So I had to fast a little bit. I couldn't eat or drink anything after midnight. So I did do that gallbladder ultrasound, and I had a gallstone. So I haven't heard quite from my doctor back on those results yet, but I'm assuming he said if there was anything like that, they would go ahead and take my gallbladder at the same time. So I do meet with my doctor on Wednesday. I have to drive down there. So I'll get to see him. I have to meet with the anesthesiologist, PA, and then also do a chest x-ray. I did get this all approved through insurance, and which is wonderful. If you are trying to go through the insurance approval process, I will give you a few tips of is what really helped me is I worked out hard for a year and a half, almost 2 years, 5 days a week at the gym, doing everything I could in my club. They printed me out a sheet that showed every time I checked into the gym. So that was super helpful with the insurance, as well as I used to work where they offered a wellness coach. And I did that for probably 8 or 9 years during my employment through that company, and just with a health coach. And it really showed my progress of trying to lose weight, my goals, things I was successful with, as well as blood work attached to those. So, I mean, to me, I feel like that was the goal. That's what helped me get my surgery approved as medically necessary. So, but sorry, I'm rambling. So back to the pre-op diet. So I had protein, Premier protein for breakfast, and that was around 9:30. And I'll probably do that earlier tomorrow. I just had to get that gallbladder ultrasound done. So Premier protein, I had the chocolate one. My doctor says that I can have protein shakes that are under, sorry, I thought it'd be listed here, but it's not. So under 200 calories, I'll try to remember this, 100 to 200 calories, at least 20 grams of protein. I'm sorry, I can't remember the carbs right now, but so those are perfect for me. So I did log those in my daily fitness pal. And then for my snack today, I had a pure protein bar, and it wasn't chalky. It tasted really good. I got the chocolate kind. The only kind they had at the store was the chocolate and the caramel, and I'm not much of a caramel person, depending on what it's in, but I don't do caramel very much. So I did have the chocolate one, and it was very good. Something that was different for me was normally, you kind of look forward to your lunch break, go on lunch, eat lunch, those kinds of things. And I found myself not really wanting to take a lunch break because, what do you do on your lunch break? You eat, right? So, and I didn't really have any errands to run. So I kind of munched on that protein bar and, did some of the office dishes and kind of wandered around and found myself bored thinking about food. So I wouldn't say I was hungry, but I'm more of a bored, emotional eater. So I think that's where that was coming from. And so I think I was kind of brainstorming, like, how am I going to get through lunch days? Well, of course, it's Christmas. So I have the temptation of, all the goodies around. But I'm trying not to focus on that. So I think is what I'm going to do tomorrow differently, as long as it's nice outside, because it is, of course, December, is I'm going to either take my shake or my bar, my protein bar, and go on a walk. So if it was nice like it was today, is around the 50s today, I may just go for a walk to kind of, you know, get a little walk in and also kind of take my mind off the whole lunch, things that I'm missing out on. So I'll try that tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. But anyhow, today I kind of was bored at lunch, so we'll try to make that different. So then after lunch, I kind of got back into work. It's a busy time of year. I'm a surgery scheduler, so we're kind of busy. December, everyone's trying to get their surgeries in. So went back to work after 20 minutes because I just couldn't take any more of a lunch break. I went back to work. So then probably around, I was starting to get hungry. That protein bar didn't fill me up as long, so I did eat that around noonish because it was like 12:30. Because I didn't want to drink another protein shake after having a protein shake. So I might change that up too, because it didn't last as long as the shake did. I didn't feel myself as hungry for about 3-4 hours. So with the protein bar, I was within an hour. I think I felt hungry. So I then had another shake at 2:30, Premier Protein. Or no, I'm sorry, I didn't do Premier Protein. For my afternoon shake, I had tried the Muscle Milk, and it was a really thick consistency. Still good, but I think I'll probably try that chilled too. I had it just sitting on my desk. So good, drink my shake. I think I was fine most of the afternoon. Got off work, worked a little late, so I got off around like 5:45. And then it started to hit me. And I'm usually a night eater. I'm not much of a breakfast eater. So I get to dinner and I'm hungry. That's when I like to munch and eat and have probably bigger portions. So I got home and was sulking a little. My husband was playing video games, and I just was kind of sulking about, being hungry and wanting other things. Well, of course, there's still chips and goodies, and we had a friend's miss yesterday. So we had like chocolate dip pretzels and those kinds of things. So I'm seeing those all over the house and, trying to keep my mind off of them. And so I pulled out my steamer, grabbed some chicken tenderloins, put them in my steamer, and went ahead and steamed them for a good 25 minutes. So as I was steaming, I kind of went into my bedroom and laid in the dark for a little bit, just to kind of reset myself, pep talk, you can do this, you're okay, kind of a thing. Smelt the chicken cooking, the steamer beeped, got up, got my chicken. I took 3 cups of spinach spring mix and put that onto a plate, put my tenderloins on there, and I did season them just a little bit with some Alpine Touch, which comes out of Montana. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, and I also put some lemon pepper on it, just to give it a little seasoning. So put that on my spinach spring mix, and I also had some grape tomatoes and put about 8 on there maybe. And then I did cut half of avocado and slice that up and put that on there for my fats. And I can have 2 servings of the fats. So I did 1 serving of avocado, and then I don't have any ranch. So I have this calorie-free ranch that I used to eat when I did my diet. So I did use that. And is what I did, instead of dumping it all over the top, is I kind of put it in a dish and was dunking it in there. I ended up pouring a little bit on top because it was still pretty dry on the lettuce. But other than that, it was really good. If I can, I'll try to post a picture of my dinner. But and then I did have a 3/4 cup of cottage cheese with that. It was delicious. I felt super full, satisfied, no more blues of not being able to eat what I wanted for dinner. So, um, yeah, so then I became inspired to kind of do a YouTube channel and, document everything. So my husband, he did go to a Christmas party tonight, and I did kind of ditch out on that. I was going to go and try to be there, be around everybody, but it was at a pizza parlor, and, pizza's my kryptonite. So I was kind of feeling bad about it. And he said it was totally fine. He completely understood and would just let everybody know I wasn't feeling well, just so he didn't have to explain, everything that's going on, and just kind of being private. So, as I was kind of sitting here, I was printing out a measurement chart because I'm doing my pictures tonight, documenting my measurements and all that stuff. Um, I was getting that printed, and I started to I'm not really hungry, but I've been drinking water every day or all day. I love water, so it doesn't really bother me, but I was just kind of needing something a little different, um, just to kind of curb my sweet tooth. That night, I like to, munch on something sweet, or, after dinner, something like that. So, my husband, I gave him a call. I was watching some YouTube videos, and he brought me home some Powerade Zero. It's 0 calories. It is sugar free. Um, it has 150 milligrams of sodium, less than 1 gram of carb. It does have zero protein, but at least it gives it a little more flavor than just the water if you're looking for something different. I've also seen people buying the sugar-free popsicles, so I think I am going to go pick some of those up just to, kind of, occupy my mind. And if I'm feeling like I need something sweet, that will kind of trick me per se into thinking I'm getting away with something. So overall, though, I feel like day one went really good. Going from, eating the last few weeks, I've been kind of eating everything I wanted to eat just to kind of get it out of my system. And, um, overall, I feel like today went great. I feel pretty satisfied. I am trying to decipher whether I'm bored trying to eat or if I'm actually hungry. So, head hungry versus tummy hungry. So, yeah, so that was just a little bit of a struggle, but I got through that, quickly. So, um, I think that's kind of all. I don't really have anything else more to talk about. I am gonna, do my measurements and my pictures, and get all that done. And um, but other than that, surgery's the 31st. Maybe I'll give you guys my measurements tomorrow. I'm going to try to do a video every day, at least of the pre-op diet, or every few days, just to kind of let you know where I'm at and document myself and whatnot. So I appreciate if you've subscribed to my channel or watching my videos. I appreciate it. Whether you're thinking about going on the journey, doing the journey, or have done the journey, or just stumbled across it. Again, I appreciate you watching, and reach out if you need anything. Thanks, guys. Have a good night, and we will talk here soon.